Hi, I'm Elena Mills, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Hawaiian monarchy. I'm going to start off with a question and then answer it. Why was it wrong to depose the Hawaiian monarchy? A tourist today might well be visiting the Kingdom of Hawaii instead of America's 50th state if it weren't for the tactics of white wealthy businessmen who overthrew the Hawaiian monarchy at gunpoint. I am going to persuade you that the reciprocity agreements, a bayonet constitution, and the overthrow of Queen Liliuokalani were unethical and illegal actions. The beginning of the end started with the reign of King David Kalakaua. In his first year as king, Kalakaua traveled to Washington, D.C. and agreed to treaties that ultimately became reciprocity agreements. Reciprocity eliminated tariffs for white sugar growers in Hawaii, mainly missionary descendants, and in turn gave the United States cheap sugar imports. But reciprocity denied the same advantages to other countries, according to Article 4 of the 1875 treaty. The 1876 version of the treaty also surrendered Pearl Harbor to American control. Kalakaua maintained that he was not aware of the exclusivity clauses to the United States. The sugar growers reaped the rewards of the fruit of the land. While they shared Christian principles with the Hawaiian people, they did not share capitalistic principles: private ownership, investment and profit, how to form and execute contracts, especially questionable contracts that favored one group over the other. Reciprocity was a stepping stone to a new constitution. Paul Bailey explains in his 1975 book, Those Kings and Queens of Old Hawaii, that in 1887, a secret committee of white businessmen known as the Hawaiian League forced Kalakaua at gunpoint to sign a new constitution, stripping him of real authority. This bayonet constitution gave real power to the cabinet, dominated by members of the Hawaiian League who were primarily white businessmen. After Kalakaua's death in 1891, Queen Liliuokalani took the throne and planned to give Hawaii back to the Hawaiians. The day the Queen proposed to announce her new constitution, the Hawaiian League falsely stated that she was going to use violence if oppressed. The League called in the United States Marines that were stationed aboard the USS Boston in Pearl Harbor. As cited in the 1992 book, The Hawaiian Revolution by William Russ, a young Marine lieutenant on board the USS Boston exclaimed, "If ever a situation were warranted, the landing of troops to protect American interests, this was such an occasion." And protect American interests they did. Wealthy white planters, bankers, lawyers, and merchants of the Hawaiian League unseated a recognized independent government with the illegal aid of American troops and denied the vote to Hawaiian people. Queen Liliuokalani hoped for, but never received restoration from the United States. The Republic of Hawaii was formed, naming Sanford B. Dole as its president. The United States annexed the Republic of Hawaii in 1898, and statehood followed in 1959. The overthrow, perhaps inevitable, but unconscionable, remains a blot on American history. The reciprocity agreements, bayonet constitution, and overthrow of the Kingdom of Hawaii were unethical and illegal actions. The 103rd Congress recognized the unlawful overthrow with a formal apology in 1993. Admitting the Hawaiian people were never given the right to self-determination. A return to monarchy in Hawaii is as unlikely as the Apache regaining the Southwest. Today, the state of Hawaii is flourishing and diverse. Reconciliation perhaps is the most realistic goal. As a nation, we must remember our failings as well as our accomplishments and go forward with the integrity that makes us great. Thank you.